Hi, what's going on? Just out here chilling. Just got back from Chipotle, but I just want to talk. As you can see, I actually do like talking about things. I think it's fun to kind of discuss things and give opinions on things in a respectful way. No one wants to be around somebody who's ignorant when it comes to this, like someone who thinks they're right and they're gonna yell at you like you're wrong. Oh, you know what I mean? I'm the type of dude I could talk to somebody and I don't have to agree with what they're saying, but I'm not gonna come at them crazy for their opinion. You know what I mean? And yeah, but anyway, though, I just want to make this just to kind of talk about some of the things like from today. Like today I watched this video on TikTok. The dude, he said it took him 40 years to understand about like just time and how it's not worth like really because think about it, a lot of people sacrifice their youth in pursuit of money and all this other stuff, and then it's like you're older and you can't go back in time, you know what I mean? But when you're young, you're thinking about, okay, I'm broke AF, you know what I mean? I need money, obviously, like this, rent, school, loans, all this stuff. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword almost. It's like, okay, like the youth, of course, the youth, man, the youth is where it's at. Like, who doesn't want to be young, you know what I mean? But I think that's just something that I'm figuring out myself, because for me, I am 25 years old right now, and if you've been paying attention to like my Instagram, which is dametheo, or just like my channel, if you already like have been watching my videos, you will see that I just recently came back from being incarcerated for over a year for no good reason, like basically a bullshit reason, which is why I'm out right now. It just took a long time, but basically, like before that happened, like, okay, I got arrested, I was 24 years old, still relatively young. I've been working for the past 6 years or so. Like, I graduated in 2016. Pretty much started working right out of high school. Like, I went to college too, but like didn't work out for me, so I was just working, and I learned a lot just through working. I realized I was like, that was me. I was like focused on, all right, I gotta get this money. Like, I gotta get this money. Fuck it. Like, I wasn't focused on my mental health. I wasn't focused on none of that other stuff. I'm just like, I gotta get this bread so I can buy the cool stuff that I want to buy. I can save money and retire early. Like, all this stuff we're being fed online. You gotta make the money. 22-year-old millionaire. All this other shit. You feel me? Like, so. And that's how a lot of young kids be thinking too. Like, my cousin's 20 years old. I talk to him all the time, and he be going through stuff too. Like, as far as mental health and stuff, just overthinking when it comes to like, my cuz, I want to do this, I want to do that. I gotta get this and that. So, but I do also think there's a change when it comes to that, just because like, I don't know, there's people on the internet who are like YouTube. You get to pick who you want to like watch. For the people who are watching me, like, you chose to watch me. I didn't. This isn't TV where you're just gonna watch whatever is already being programmed to you. You feel me? Like, this is your opportunity. You could follow the most woke person, the most spiritual people, or whatever you like, and they're gonna probably teach you some shit, like, and put you on game. You could follow the guy who's a minimalist, like, hey, I got rid of all my stuff, I just keep it simple. I wear the same tee. Usually me, like, I usually, probably in every post I have a black t-shirt on. I typically just wear like simple shit, like, doesn't mean I'm not gonna get fresh every now and then. It's just, it just has to be the right time. I gotta get myself right, you know what I mean? Get a haircut, line up, all that, and maybe there's some type of social event going on, or if I'm just in Boston, just kind of vibing out, like, yeah, I'm gonna get nice. Why not? Like, there's people around. You always want to look presentable, but like at this point in time, I think I really just got out of jail. Like, at this point, I'm just focused on myself. I don't even care. Like, of course I do. Like, there be girls and stuff, but I don't. This isn't gonna stop me from getting girls. Like, I know I could. If I really need to get a girl and I look like this, I'm gonna do it, just off like my personality and stuff, But of course, it matters though. Like, I'm not just about to be like this all the time. But that was just a little bit off topic. But anyway, yeah, I just feel like that it's really important to just value your time, like, especially to the young people who are watching, And by young, I mean like anywhere from like teens to like freaking 35 type shit, or like something like that. That's still young, 30s is young too. Like, what I mean? My brother is about to turn 30 very soon, and he still looks young. Like, what I mean? Like, and a lot of 30-year-olds, they look young. Like, this generation 30-year-olds don't look 30. And I think that's good, because I feel like they're having fun and they're not out here stressed out. Like, I look older than these 30-year-olds. I'm in my 20s, you know what I mean? But I guess that's just my genetics. Like, I got a beard and shit. Like, I don't know. But yeah, even like Sway Lee. Like, I just freaking Googled him. Like, I didn't Google him, but he popped up on Google and like it said he was 30. I'm just like, damn, you don't look 30. Like, Sway Lee don't look 30, you feel me? But like, shout out to the 30-year-olds, man. Like, you're still young. There's no need to worry about nothing. You're doing all right. I mean, obviously, if you ain't hitting on nothing and if you don't feel like you're where you want to be, good time to start, but like at the end of the day, no need to try to go crazy with it and try to rush. I have to hurry up and do this now. I am 30. I need to, save 90% of my money. Like, you ain't gotta do that crazy. It's just, obviously you gotta take things more seriously if you want to make a change, just because of time and stuff. But if you're a minimalist or so and you don't require that much money, like, there's just ways to go about it. Like, some people really don't need that much money to live. Some people could live off a part-time job and they're good, just depending on, they picked a affordable place to live, their food, they making food at home, keeping it a budget. There are ways to go about doing things. So, just for all the young people who think they need to make well over 6 figures and make all this money, and you think that's gonna make you happy and all that, it's like, I don't really agree with that, because I'm somebody who has made a lot of money. Like, I made good money in my early 20s that I never thought I would see like that, like this early. You feel me? I just came back. All right, I'm 25 now. I stopped working when I was 24. It's just been a year. It's only been a year, but like, for those 2 years of me working where I was working, great money, but I was able to buy stuff, able to live in a nice apartment, expensive, and all this other stuff. It was cool, it was great, but it was still like my mental health was being affected, just because of like, I'm putting all this effort into this job and all this stuff, and I'm not really like focused on myself. Get some air. But yeah, so I realized that's like a very important thing, just putting yourself first. Like, that's something that a lot of people aren't gonna tell you, like, especially if you're young and you're in school and all that. They're never gonna be like, you need to put your mental health first, you need to do this first. Like, they're gonna tell you, you need to go to this school, you need to get these grades and all this, and then you go home, your parents are probably on your ass. Like, I know how it is, especially when you're young. But then, like, in your early 20s too, it's kind of like you start to realize stuff, like especially if you just graduated college and then you're finally away from all your people who you're around and your friends, and then you start to see the world for how it is. It's like you're like, damn, like shit, this sucks. Like, you know what I mean, just some of the aspects of it, like, damn, this kind of sucks. It's not the same. I don't see people every day, and I can't just easily do this the way I was doing that. And you know, that's just kind of how the world is. Like, but yeah, so I learned how to adjust and adapt to things. You know what I mean? So yeah, and that was basically like my experience. Cause like I said, I went to school for like, I didn't go that long. I probably went like a year, and then that was it. So I got into the world very early, like the workforce, and just that was me like in my teens, you know, while most of my friends were in college and stuff and doing that. I was just out here trying to figure it out, and, which is good. Like, it helped me. I learned, like, I met people I'm still cool with because of that and stuff. And I just learned how it really was, and that shit's gonna stick with me forever, because I'm just like, I worked this shitty night shift warehouse job, and like, I know I'm never about to do some shit like that again. Like, hell no. But I'm there with grown men who are like, feel like they're stuck there because, you know, some of them are on child support, some of them are going through things, and maybe they made certain decisions in life, and that's where they are, and that's where they might just be for a minute, you know. And that was enough for me. Like, yo, like, I learned enough. Like, fuck this. So once I left that, that's when I started my YouTube channel, which was like 2019. It was 2019, like probably December 2019. Like, my first real videos was like basically the beginning of 2020, like December 31st, like 2019. And I dropped these 3 skits, and I still have them like on my IG. It's like my first post. And then on my channel, obviously I have them. They don't have a lot of views, but I really just, that's like a pivotal moment in my life, because I just knew like, yo, I gotta really do something now, bro. Like, because I just know who I am. Like, I know I just enjoy being creative, and I have so many like creative things that I never posted that I still have that I might not ever post, but like, you know, I still show my friends and be like, yo, I'm so glad we made this shit. It was mad funny. This is golden, bro. Like, I be real, I could post this shit and this shit'll be fire. Like, but you know, it's just about knowing who you are as a person. Like, for me, you know, I make these videos, and I have a very unorthodox type of Instagram, like social media. Like, you know what I mean? I got like my TikTok. It's just a bunch of random stuff. Like, you know, it's not the most traditional TikTok where the robot voice is talking, all that. No, I just got some videos on YouTube. I got some random videos I made at the apartment I was at the time, and just corny shit. Like, I got random stuff in my YouTube. I got so many different types of content. Like, you know, just because it's just like, I just like creating. Like, I'm not trying to necessarily become a big influencer or none of that type stuff. It's just, I want to put my work out there, put these videos out there, and then whoever receives them, it's like great, and whoever like rocks with me after that, cool. But you know, I just, you know, it's just like a real type of feeling. Like, when you really like doing something, you're gonna do it, you know what I mean? Like, regardless. And I listen to celebrities a lot, how they, like, or people with a lot of money or celebrities and stuff, and they'd be like, they'll have all this, but some of them would be miserable because it's like, they thought the money would be enough, you know what I mean? Like, to just make them cool. Like, I can buy what I want. I ain't gotta worry about no bills. Oh, I'm Gucci, you know what I mean? Is that my cousin? Who is that? Nah, is that my, nah, yeah, that's my aunt. But anyway, yeah, you know, like, a lot of celebrities be like, they be miserable and stuff, because I don't know why. I mean, no, because there's a lot of reasons. Like, a lot of them don't have privacy. I was reading a text message, but a lot of them don't have privacy. Like, they can't, you know what I mean? Like, just think about what I'm doing. Like, the past couple of videos, like, I went to Boston, I'm vlogging, I'm just walking, chilling, No, I just went to the store. Like, I can do these things and I'm free to do it and nobody cares, you feel me? It's peace. No one, these niggas, they go to the store. Oh my God, wow. Yo, it's Drake. Ah! Like, they can't do nothing, you feel me? Like, they can't really, like, they can, but they gotta maneuver, like, maybe rent the place out and, like, come in through the back. Like, they can't just do casual shit unless you're, depends on who you are. Like, someone like J. Cole, like, he could do it, you know. He's a chill dude and people have no reason to want to do anything crazy to him. He's just a regular guy, you know what I mean? Andre 3000, he's out here, like, because he didn't portray himself in a crazy way, like, yo, I'm that dude, run up on the ops. Like, he was not on that time, you know. He's from Atlanta or whatever, and he was there. He wasn't like other types of rappers, you know what I mean? And so he's able to just freely live his life, you know, and that's a beautiful thing. And you know, that's just how I'm looking at life right now. Like, even though I just came back from a very messed up situation, 13 months being in jail, being in prison, never got in trouble for in my life, you know what I mean? Just having to see how it is. Like, that used to be my biggest fear, like, going to prison. I was like, I'm never gonna do that, you know what I mean? And then it happens based on something that, like a very stupid reason, like, you know what I mean, that doesn't involve drugs, guns, no harm to anybody, like, you know. So it's just stuff like that. You just gotta understand that, like, the way we have all been portrayed to, or things that have been portrayed to us have been like a lie, you know, just the illusions of grandeur and things like that. And I made a video on my channel. It's like a short. I was like, they sold us a lie, the music industry, and talking about like how some rappers, like, they be renting out their mansions, and, you know, Redman, you know what I mean, he kept it real in that MTV Cribs episode where he's in the apartment and shit, you know. But, you know, ultimately it's just like all that shit, like, it's cool. Like, I'll be like, Rick Ross crib, like, that's fire. So I'm like, ooh, I would want that too. Like, I'm not about to act like I wouldn't get a mansion, you know what I mean, if the opportunity presented itself. But it's just like, for me, realistically and personally, I'm cool with any type of house, like, as long as it's decent, you know, has some things that I want, like a driveway, like little shit, like nice little yard, you know, basement. Like, I'm just a simple type of dude, you know. You see what I'm driving a Honda Accord. Like, that's the most simple car you could get, you feel me? But, you know, but ultimately, yeah, I just wanted to make this video real quick just because it's like, when it comes to time and then it comes to just like where you're at in life, I just feel like a lot of people are doing better than they think, even if they're working a job and they're not happy, or they're living with their parents, or they're here and there. It's just like, you know, you can't compare yourself to other people, because there'll be people my age or younger who have houses already and stuff like that. I'm not. That's what's up, you know. They put in the work to do that. Like, they didn't come easy. Like, if they have that, they was really working, they was grinding, you know, while everyone else was doing what we was doing, you know. But it all comes with a cost. Like, everything comes with a cost. Success comes with a cost. Like, you know, people who became successful in their 30s, all this is like, they sacrificed their 20s having fun, all this other shit. Like, then people have fun in their 20s, you have fun and all this, but now you might be living an average life, you feel me? It's just like you gotta balance it out, you feel me? Like, what is best for you, you feel me? Like, for me, at this point in time, I'm just cool with doing what I'm doing. I'm making videos, I'm having fun, I'm chilling, I'm not worried about shit. Like, I'm good. And I'm just gonna keep doing what I feel is right for me, like, you know, because it's my life. And I always think, like, if I was somebody on the street corner, you know what I mean? Like, nobody would care. Like, everyone would just be walking by me. There's usually probably one person who's gonna maybe try to help in some way, give you some, but like, realistically, most people just don't care. Like, because everyone has their own stuff going on that they are focused on, you know, and that's why I just say, like, I'm gonna just have my stuff that I'm focused on, because it's like, you know, nobody cares. Like, that's a very liberating thing to know. Like, hey, bro, no one cares. Do what you want. Like, not no crazy shit that's gonna affect anybody negatively, but, you know, for the most part, do what you want. Like, it's your life, you know. But it's about 20 minutes, so I'm about to cut this off. Thank you for watching if you watched the whole thing, and let me know what you think.